Hello everyone, let's talk some nonsense. So it's been a while since the last episode came out. Dylan, what have you been doing during that time?
I've been waiting for the new episode to come out.
Okay, fine. I took forever editing the episode. Alright, I accept the blame.
Oh, I wasn't blaming anyone. I was just making a point. I mean, sure, you did take forever, but I'm not blaming anyone.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, we recorded the last episode, which came out like last week or 2 weeks ago. In our time, not in whatever time you get this. We recorded that episode back in November. And the episode ended up coming out in February, so that's about a 3 months difference. So a lot has happened since then. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, the apocalypse, all that good stuff.
Again.
Christmas was lovely, I think. I bought a Nintendo Switch the day after Christmas because I didn't get one for Christmas.
And now he has a Nintendo Switch to play games on.
Yay!
Finally.
Round of applause for me. Okay, so in the meantime, I know we've said before that we play Minecraft every night, but we've actually stopped playing Minecraft every night. We now play Fortnite every night. Oh, I know there are some of you out there, Fortnite's stupid! Stop playing that! That game's garbage! Well, it's free and we enjoy it.
It's true. It's free to play on Nintendo systems. Even though you normally have to pay for Nintendo Switch Online, you can play Fortnite online for free, so you don't have to buy a membership. So...
What are you, advertising? Sounds like you're making an advertisement for the game. You can play for free on Nintendo Switch without a Nintendo Online membership. But yes, we have been playing that every day, every night, and at the time of this recording, tomorrow there is going to be a new season, which we are greatly excited for.
I'm going into this new season completely blind.
Do you have enough V-Bucks to buy another Battle Pass?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's right, you get special V-Bucks when you're leveling up when you have the Battle Pass.
Yeah, so that you can buy the next Battle Pass. So
yes.
Technically all you have to do is buy one Battle Pass,
yes,
and then you can have enough to buy all the rest.
I've only gone 300 V-Bucks, and I foolishly spent 200 on an emote.
Yeah, but you got the slow clap, and I think that was worth it.
Oh, that's the one I got?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of the sharpshooter. Yeah, I like that one.
Sharpshooter you unlocked.
Right.
At level...
Oh, yeah, that's the one that you were after forever.
71, I think. Or 73, I don't know. I like that emote, because I do finger guns all the time in real life, so I wanted to be able to do finger guns in the game.
I like the slow clap because it seems like I'm mocking whoever I'm doing it to.
That's Dylan, everyone!
Anyway, so, now that we're done talking about Fortnite and the uneventful past 2 months, or 3 months, if we're counting since we recorded the last episode, today we are going to be talking about our interests. Very interesting, right? So basically what we're going to do is my dear Vix here is going to...
My dear Vix.
is going to ask me questions about my interest, which is writing, and I am going to ask Vix questions about their interest cosplaying. So, would you like me to start, or do you want to start?
I would like to start.
Question 1. What is that ugly thing you are currently wearing?
The adorable thing I'm currently wearing is called a kigu.
Question 2. Why are you wearing a NASA shirt? Are you a member of NASA?
No, I just like space.
Oh, okay. I'll send you there one day. Okay, let's get to the real questions. What is cosplay?
Well, I decided to Google it because I didn't really know how to answer this.
Make sure you cite your source or you'll go to jail.
My source is Google. Anyways, my answer would be dressing up as characters you like from different forms of media and going to conventions. Now this says cosplay is the practice of dressing up as a character from a movie, book, or video game, especially one from the Japanese genres of manga and anime. Cosplay is the words costume and play combined. And yes, before you ask, Halloween is cosplay if you're dressing up as a specific character.
Is that the end of the description?
Yes.
Okay, question number 2. How did you discover cosplaying?
Well, Dylan, way back in the day, in about 2000...
1922?
In 1922, they had anime conventions.
You're old enough to have attended one.
They did not have anime conventions in 1922. Okay, way back
You don't need to yell. You just said it yourself. Dressing up in a Halloween costume is cosplaying. If it's a character.
Okay, so technically I've always been cosplaying then. Well, actually, usually I dress up as a cat for Halloween.
Yes, I know. Well, not anymore, I don't think.
Now I just cosplay for Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, what was the question?
How did you discover cosplaying?
Oh, okay. So way back in 2014, I went to Anime Boston with my friend Kate.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me that the convention rules, not like rules, but like the kind of like, you know, the underground, like known rules, like the fandom,
Underground
thoughts.
suggests criminal.
Yeah, it's not criminal. It's like fanon. That you're supposed to cosplay when you go to an anime convention. Now, I thought that you always had to dress up when you go to anime conventions. So after I went to my first one, I started working on my first cosplay. Because I saw that a whole bunch of other people were cosplaying, and it looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, if I'm going to go to another anime convention, which is actually what it's called, I have to. So then I bought my cosplay online.
Okay. That was a very lovely story.
Thank you.
So, who was your first cosplay?
My first cosplay was Aloise Trancy from Black Butler 2.
Now, was this at Anime Boston 2014, or did you
This
not?
was at another anime convention 2014.
The next convention. Did you already cover that in our last question?
Yes.
Oh, so I zoned out. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Do you make your costumes?
Sometimes. Now, I know that this is going to be controversial. I know this is going to be controversial, but I do not always make my own cosplay. Now, this is a big thing in the cosplay community. A lot of people think that you have to make your own cosplay, otherwise it's not like legitimate cosplaying. That is not true. You are cosplaying whether you buy your cosplay, you make your cosplay, you put together your cosplay from pieces of, like, items like from a thrift store or that already exist, like jackets and coats and pants. I have made some of my costumes, but I've also bought some of my costumes.
Well, there is nothing wrong with buying the stuff you need for your cosplays.
Exactly. Have no shame. Wear it with pride.
After all, you're still putting together the costume.
Exactly. And you're still putting it on and you're still walking around in public with it, so that takes guts.
What's your favorite cosplay that you've ever done? Ever in the whole wide world?
Well, I've done a lot of cosplays, Sidon. But I think I have to honestly say that Akko from Little Witch Academia is my favorite cosplay. Just because we have similar facial structure. Like, obviously I don't look like a cartoon.
Could be twins.
But, like, the way I headcanon her to look in real life is kind of like my face. So I feel like I actually look pretty, like, natural in that cosplay. And it looks good on me. And I have fun because I love Little Witch Academia. It's really good.
I'm sure everyone does. Except for me because I've never seen it. Okay. Favorite photo shoot. What's your favorite photo shoot photo that you've ever done?
My favorite photo shoot photo I will link in the description below. It is a picture of...
Way to plug yourself. It's okay.
You're going to be plugging the bleep out of yourself later.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to link my favorite picture. I'll link my Instagram below. It was a picture of me cosplaying Joey Claire from Hive Swap. And it was taken professionally by Brigand Photography. Bridget and Megan are amazing. And... it's kind of like peeking around a corner with a flashlight, and Megan edited it to be like really nice, so you could see like the flashlight light like shining through even though it wasn't actually on.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, so that's my favorite cosplay photo. I think that one came out the best out of all the ones that I did at that photo shoot. I've only ever done one cosplay photo shoot, but I plan to do another one at Anime Boston this year.
I do remember the photo. If you had the chance to meet your all-time favorite cosplayer, what would you say to them?
Well, I actually did have the chance to meet my all-time favorite cosplayer. Now, my all-time favorite cosplayer is Bridget.
Yes.
From Roll Call Cosplay. Used to be from Schizophrenics, but they went separate ways because of creative differences.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Well, they're still friends. But anyway, I got to work with my favorite cosplayer during my photo shoot because she and her girlfriend were the ones who were taking the photos, taking and editing the photos. So I got to actually work closely with my favorite cosplayer.
That must have been quite the experience.
It really was. Jonah, shout out again, actually had to hold me up because I almost passed out because I was so excited to meet her.
I'm gonna try not to mention our dear friend's name who starts with an A because I don't want to have to pay him royalties, and knowing his diva self, he would demand them.
But yeah, so what would I say to them? Garbled, jarbled nonsense is what I would say to them. And that's pretty much what I did say to her.
What are your upcoming cosplays? Explain them to the viewers. Make them feel as if they can see your cosplay before their very eyes.
Well, I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, and also answer, when is your next convention?
Oh, is that on here?
Yes, I said to answer it last, but then I'm just going to answer it now.
Okay.
I'm answering the questions together. Okay, so my next anime convention is Anime Boston in Boston, Massachusetts in April. It's Easter weekend. And
What a stupid date.
I know they always pick Easter weekend because the venue is cheaper. Because nobody wants to go to an event on Easter. Anyway, so for that convention that's coming up, I have planned Gerudo Link from Breath of the Wild because I just really love that outfit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anyone be like, oh, you want to dress up as like girly Link or trap Link or blah, 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 blah. No, you stop right there.
What are they going to do about it?
They'll get over it. It's a good outfit. It's beautifully designed. It has a fun story behind it. I want to wear it, and I'm going to wear it.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. That's right, and I will.
I wanted the triumphant moment, but go ahead, steal my thunder.
I'm the one talking. I also plan to cosplay probably Akko, Yami Bakura from Yu-Gi-Oh!
When are you doing Harley Quinn? You said you were doing her. I thought that was for Anime Boston.
I was just about to say that.
Ah.
Impatience. And I'm going to try my darndest to put together a Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey cosplay for this Anime Boston. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but Hot Topic has my back.
Okay. What was your least favorite cosplay?
My least favorite cosplay.
I pick this question. Negativity for the win.
Negativity is terrible. Alright, my least favorite cosplay. That's interesting because I love all of my cosplays, but I would have to say my least favorite is any Homestuck troll because of the face makeup, the face paint. It's so difficult to get into Snazru face paint.
The thing I hate about facial makeup is taking it off.
Well,
that's the hard part because I have to do that part. Other people put the makeup on for me.
Yeah, he gets Dawn to put the makeup on for him, our lovely cousin.
Or you.
Or me.
I'm like a movie star. Other people do my makeup. I can't be bothered.
But then you have to take it off all by yourself.
Uh-huh.
So you have fun with that struggle. Snazru is a water-based body paint. So all I have to do is stand in the shower and the water takes it all off for me.
Oh, maybe I should try that.
They have little like face paint kits.
It's probably
with like a bunch of different colors in it. They're like $25.
No, thank you.
For a bunch of different colors? They comes with like 20 different colors. What if I
only need one color?
Then you buy the $8 one color.
$8? You know how much I was paying for makeup for my Halloween costumes?
I've had the same tin of Snazru for the past 6 years. I wouldn't recommend that, but that's how long it's lasted me.
It's probably expired. It's gonna mold in your face and turn you into some kind of creature.
Then I'll be a troll in real life.
What is your favorite part about cosplaying?
Now, I actually just thought of a story that I'd really like to tell.
Is this related to the question?
It is indeed related to the question. I was just thinking, how am I going to be able to tell this story? Then you asked that question and I thought, this is perfect. My favorite thing about cosplay is, well, first my favorite thing about cosplay is making new friends and like going to conventions dressed up as a character and having people recognize you and want to take pictures of you. Because they're like, oh, I love your cosplay. Can I take a picture of you? Oh my god, you look amazing. Oh, you're blah, blah, blah from blah, blah, blah. That's my favorite character. So you get to meet a lot of new people. And new friends, too. And you go to photo shoots, like group photo shoots and stuff like that. And meet up with a whole bunch of other cosplayers from your fandom. And also, going out in public in cosplay is one of my favorite things to do. Now, once upon a time, Anime Boston 2015, I went as Kanaya Merriam from Homestuck. I was completely gray. I had horns. I was wearing a beautiful red skirt.
And Grandma Mary walks up to you on the street. Oh, what a lovely Halloween costume! You do realize October isn't for another 6 months, right?
That would be sweet if an old lady came up to me. Anyway, we were on our way home from the convention, and it was like midnight. We had to stop in Walgreens to go get some makeup removing wipes because I realized I didn't have any.
Then you walked in, the guy at the cash register put his hands up and said, I'll give you all the money we have.
I got to go in Walgreens at midnight dressed as a troll with horns, gray skin, and I was just kind of there, and I'm like, I'm just buying some stuff, and the guy was just looking at me.
That poor man must have thought it was an alien invasion.
It was really fun. It was so funny.
Okay, do you have any on the... Nope, alright.
I don't. Okay.
The moment you've all been waiting for!
Okay, Dylan. Are you prepared to answer the questions about your art medium?
I am prepared to do just that.
Okay. So the first question we have here. Does writing exhaust or energize you?
It depends on the day. Some days I can get right into it. It's very energizing. I keep going and going and going. Then other days I'm like, oh, do I have to do this? Why am I doing this? I'll put it off another day.
Procrastination. It happens to everybody. Okay. What is your writing kryptonite?
My writing kryptonite. Writing realistic storylines can be difficult because then you have to do a bunch of research. And if you get one thing wrong, someone's gonna be like, hey, wait a minute, that's not how this goes. Well, guess what? I don't write realism. I write what I want.
And that's good. You should write what you want. Okay. Do you want to try and be more original or give fans what they want?
Well, let me be clear. I only care about what fans want to a point. Because what a lot of fans seem to want is, well, in relations to like shippers, what they want is for their couple to be together and happy. But I don't do that.
Happiness does not exist in Dylan's world.
If there's happiness, I'm probably going to kill off one half the pairing or send them to back burner land.
Now, I myself, as a shipper of quite a few of Dylan's works, characters, I gotta say, he does go into it a little bit. Like, he gives you a little bit of what you want. But for the most part, he just sticks to his own storyline, and if it's not part of it, then it's not part of it.
Yeah, it's important to find a balance. You don't, when there are two characters that are supposed to be together, but they aren't, you want to give little moments here and there so that the fans still know that that's still the plan, but you don't want to just slap them back together, otherwise they won't have anything to do.
It's also good to give little moments for ships as well, even if it's not canon.
Yeah, I do that too, sometimes.
Gotta keep the fans happy. Okay.
To feed into their delusions.
Wow. This is how he thinks about his fans.
Well, the few fans that read my stuff, they only ship couples that are likely never going to happen.
Or hardly ever interact, except Lauren and Claire.
And Lucas and Lydia.
And Lucas and Lydia, yeah.
I suppose Andy and Rebecca, too.
If you want to read Lauren and Claire, it's a beautiful, beautiful work that I have yet to read. I will link that in the description also, so that you can go read that, because Lauren and Claire is an amazing ship. What is the most difficult part about writing for characters of the opposite sex?
Well, in case any of you haven't noticed, I'm going to make a revelation. I am a male. As such, writing for the opposite sex means writing female characters, Now, one of the challenges is trying not to make them appear too weak. Even for those that are damsels in distress, the kind that aren't kicking butt all the time, you don't want them to appear too weak. Because otherwise, people might get a little angry.
That's true.
Yes. And I don't need any controversies. Controversies.
There you go.
There we go. So the key is, even when they're not fist-fighting people, you still have to write them strong in some way.
Even if it's like emotionally.
Yes.
Okay. How many hours a day do you write?
Again, depends on the day. Some days, I think when I was working on Project Fusion last year, I did like a 7-hour day.
Wow.
And then I'm pretty sure when I was first started working on Queen Goo at the end of last year, I did a really long day too. Of course, there are some other days where I don't do any writing. For example, after I finished Lauren and Claire, I didn't write anything for like 2 weeks.
Now, is that because you were tired or because of the next question? Do you believe in writer's block?
Both.
Ah, I see. So do you experience writer's block, Dylan?
Yes, I do. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story. So, when I started actually writing the script for Lauren and Claire, I was already in the process of working on Queen Goo. Now, I was about, 6-7 episodes ahead of viewers, and the episodes were released weekly, so I figured I have more than enough time to write Lauren and Claire and then go back to Queen Goo. So I stopped work on Queen Goo, and I started writing the script for Lauren and Claire. Most of the plot had been written months ago, so I didn't have to worry about that.
I helped write the plot.
Yes, you did. Thank you. So once I finished Lauren and Claire, which took about maybe a week to write the script, which is 15,000 words long, by the way. Don't let that scare you away. I wanted to go back and write Queen Goo, right away. I did take a few days off, though. And then, after those first few days, where I wanted to get back into Queen Goo, I was inspired. I had some ideas that I thought were brilliant and great that I couldn't wait to write. But actually getting into writing the storyboard and the day-to-day episodes, getting back into that was difficult. Because like I said, I'd been off from doing that for like a week or two.
You get rusty.
Yes. Fortunately, I just finished writing the storyboard for episode 12. No, not the storyboard. The actual episode. And I'm starting work on episode 13, the storyboard, and I seem to have gone past that.
That's very good. Okay. What was your hardest scene to write?
No, that's going to be difficult.
Out of all the scenes you've written in your whole life.
Yeah, that's not pressure at all.
I imagine there were quite a few that were difficult.
I probably should have thought of this before.
Well, he's the one who wrote these questions. I'm just reading questions he wrote off of a list.
Let's see. Let me look back in recent memory. Hard to... Should we be talking about hard to write because of how complex they are, or how difficult they are to write, or hard to write because I just don't want to write them?
Let's go with complexity.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that helped.
I had an answer for the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear the answer for the other one.
Okay. Well, there is something coming up on Queen Goo, which I cannot spoil. But there was going to be a certain plot point that happened. Now, I wrote the plot point. I wrote in the storyboard. I even wrote in the actual episode. It was episode 12, I believe. However, then I came up with a better idea as opposed to that plot point. Because while I'm writing this, I'm just thinking to myself, oh my goodness, this is rushed. This isn't very good. I feel like it's moving too fast. So then I came up with something else to convey what I wanted to do with the initial plot point that isn't so rushed.
I see.
Someone was going to get sick, and I completely axed that last second.
Possibly for the better.
It was for the better.
Okay.
If I think of something else, we can return that question on complexity.
I want to ask this one last.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What is your writing style? Like, how would you describe the way that you write?
while in recent Queen Goo, I've been going more towards like a campy and over-the-top style, which is what I've been trying to go for most of Queen Goo. It's just now I'm finally starting to achieve that style.
It's like an art style.
Yes. So, I'm mostly doing drama, but I also try to add like elements of comedy. And I also want there to be, like I said, campiness and certain over-the-top aspects, which I'm sure you've noticed.
Yes, I have.
And it's only going to get worse or better for the viewers from here out.
It's only going to get worse from here, folks. Okay. Of all the characters you have created, who is your favorite and why?
That's a hard one because I don't really have one particular favorite character. I mean, I have favorite characters. Let's see. Well, my recent favorite, I just told you the other day, is Daisy. And I enjoy writing for Rebecca. And rather than saying who I enjoy writing for, I'm just going to say who I enjoy writing for most, so it's not unfair to the other characters that I don't mention. And imply that I don't like writing for them. So, let's see. I enjoy writing for Daisy, and Rebecca, and Bethany, and I suppose Andy.
Bethany seems fun to write for.
Oh, yeah, she is. I enjoy writing her lines, most of all. And I enjoy writing for myself, because I do have a character in Queen Goo. I wouldn't say he's really based off me anymore. He's wandered off a bit.
They used to be based off of, like, I also have a character in Queen Goo. They used to be based off of us, like, a little bit to a T, but now they're much, like, more divergent.
My character has amnesia right now, and he's on a bit of a dark path.
It's very interesting, though.
Yeah, okay. When you read the storyboard I sent you, you'll see that he's a bit worse off than you originally expected.
Well, it's enjoyable so far. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, I wasn't saying it's going to get less enjoyable. Probably more enjoyable, I'm just saying.
Good.
Okay. Also, Lauren, from other things, I enjoy writing for her. I enjoy writing for Claire. Most. Not just enjoy in general. I enjoy writing for almost all my characters. And if I don't enjoy writing for them, I kill them off.
That's valid. You know who I enjoy your writing for?
Who?
Mr. Whiskers.
Oh, yes, Mr. Whiskers is a great character to write for. He doesn't even speak English, but still, there's so much you can do with him.
It's amazing how much a cat can convey through just saying meow, or hissing, or scratching.
In case you haven't already guessed, Mr. Whiskers is a cat, and he's a character in my series, The Yeller. You plugged that in a previous episode, you don't need to mention it. Here's the link, again. I mean, you're welcome to include the link.
I will include the link to the first episode of The Yeller that you can read online currently.
Okay, so Mr. Whiskers is a pretty unique character because he doesn't speak English. He just says meow and he hisses and all that. But he's also incredibly violent. He knows how to use guns. And I think he has a scar over his eye. Wasn't that in the design I posted on DeviantArt?
Yeah, it was. What color is Mr. Whiskers?
I can't remember. I did that a long time ago.
I always imagined him as a big white fluffy cat.
No, he's not white. What, like the cat from Cats and Dogs?
No, like Baby, Grammy's cat.
Oh.
I don't know why. Except with a Persian face. So the scrunchy face, like a pug, but a cat.
I think he's like blondish. Okay, what's the next question?
Okay, so the last question for you is, what are you working on right now? So go ahead and shamelessly plug absolutely everything.
Well, right now, I am trying to finish up working on this season of Queen Goo. 9 episodes are out so far, right?
Yes.
So 9 episodes are out. 12 episodes are actually written. And I'm working on the storyboard for episode 13. And there are going to be 15 episodes in total. Now, I did the math yesterday, and episode 15 will air on March 29th. And boy, is that going to be an episode.
So, would you explain what Queen Goo is? Like, how would you describe, back of the book Queen Goo?
It's a drama.
Okay.
You know, characters having everyday problems. Characters being gaslit, brainwashed. All that good stuff.
All the most fun parts.
And after I finish working on Queen Goo, which I'm hoping will probably be in like the next week or two. Not finished entirely. I do plan on there being a season 2. But once I finish work on season 1, I'm hoping to start work on King Beast 2. Which isn't the final name. It's a working title. And then after that, probably QG All-Stars and Project Fusion 2 at some point this year. And then I'm sure Queen Goo Season 2 will have to fit in there somewhere. And of course a periodic Yeller episode here and there.
Yes, of course. Yeller is my favorite series, by the way.
Yes, I know.
Well, they didn't. Well, actually, I might have said that in one of the previous episodes.
You plugged Yeller in a previous episode, so you probably did.
Well, did I say it was my favorite? Maybe.
Probably. If we're on the topic, you likely mentioned it.
Okay, so is that all you want to talk about? Or is that, like, are we good?
Well, on that note, we have asked all of the questions that we have written down, and we would like to thank you for staying with us on this very fun journey.
If you've been listening this whole time, and you were there during that 3-month hiatus...
Bless your heart for staying by.
Exactly. It was unintentional.
Yes.
So thank you.
No, it wasn't, but...
Yeah, it was...
Could have been prevented.
It could have been prevented, but it was unintentional.
Again, I'm not blaming anyone.
Except he's blaming me.
I would never. On that note, it was lovely talking with you all.
Thanks for talking nonsense with us. Goodbye.
Goodbye.